And looking at tonight's contest, Coach, why are both teams so good rebounding?
Well, I'd like to say it's great coaching, Kevin. You know, I always give those guys credit. But in reality, both teams do have a philosophy to go after the ball, and both these teams have tough, active people who are committed to getting as many extra possessions as they possibly can.
And you can't win in this league unless you can rebound, right?
Well, especially on the defensive end, Kevin, you've got to be able to keep the other team off the glass. At the offensive end, it sort of varies from team to team.
Now, here's Butler. Green with a screen for Butler. Pulls up from the corner, and he makes that one. Butler's got the first basket of the game for the Warriors.
And Butler, someone you got to stay with in that pick and roll. All he needs is a little space, and he is ready to fire.
Curry against Morant. Pass to Edey. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone. What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership, strong vocally on and off the floor. Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
The offensive rebound. Count that one.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
The Grizzlies off to a slow start. 6-point game. Jackson a screen on Curry. Morant against Curry. Here's Edey. Green with the block. And it's the Warriors on the break. Shot by Pajemski, no good. Here's Morant, and Butler sends it back.
And known as a defensive stopper, Butler is fantastic at coming up with the goods.
Here's Bane. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And, you know, Stan, we watched Desmond Bane evolve into a number one option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
And so here's Memphis after the Warriors pick up three. Here's Bane. Off on the layup. Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Morant finds Bane. Jackson with it, defended by Butler. Good, nice job down low.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Back to Butler. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Morant. To the middle. Here's Bane. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
He doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Fields checked in for the Warriors. Moody with it. Curry with it. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
On the wing, Bane. Covered by Hield. Pass to Edey. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And so it's Golden State with it. The Grizzlies making the shot. Green, the screen. Shot's good from Butler.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Now here's Morant. Hasn't made one yet. Time now to turn toward. That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
Now, you don't want to forget about the athleticism of Butler. Just a sick slammer of the basketball. You can't allow him to get to that launching pad. Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Hield. His last outing, he had 8 points. Morant against Curry. Outside, Green. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Warriors making a switch here. Payton's checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up.
Timeout.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. And it's Luke Kennard in for Wells. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Morant outside. Pass to Bane. Morant surveying the D. There's a screen to the paint. Here's Heaney. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Morant against Hield. Out to the right wing. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
So, Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
No one near Payton as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Kennard. Memphis moving that ball around. The three from Morant. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
Not to be outstaged, Morant saying, right back at you.
Hield can't hit. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 4. The shot's good from Kennard.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Butler, a screen on Morant. Hield the pass to Butler. And it's blocked. Payton against Bane with the crossover. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Edey's got it all tied up now for Memphis.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
And it's Butler missing.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And Aldama slams it in.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
Green, the screen. Here's Butler. Up and in on the layup. Butler's got 12.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Pippen down low. Guarded by Curry. Here's Aldama. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Warriors. And welcome for the second quarter of this critical play-in game. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Now here's Curry. This came out 36 points for him.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Pippen, the pass to Huff. Here's Kennard. Inside, outside for Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Huff. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. The Warriors shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Pass to Jackson Davis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
Poked away. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
And that one drops. Pippen's got his first bucket of the night. Warriors leading by 4. They set the pick. Here's Curry. Jackson Davis tips it back in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Wells is checked in for Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Curry crashes inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Pippen against Curry. Pippen outside. Here's Huff. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Just 3 to shoot. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Kuminga kicks to Hield. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Kennard. Can't connect from short range. Warriors have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Outside for Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. Defended by Pippen. Payton outside. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Hield can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 8. On here comes Curry all alone. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Curry gets it, keeps his balance, and finishes the play.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Kuminga down low. Jackson on him. Kuminga, screen on Pippen. Curry against Pippen, 6 to shoot. Let's go. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now Wells, still scoreless.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Heald against Kennard. The three. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Heald. Curry's got 11 points. I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Here's Pippen. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Jackson. It's deflected. Jackson Davis with it. He has 6. Outside Curry. Unloads. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Curry against Pippen. No good from 11 feet. Warriors leading by 15. Curry with a wide open look. It's hauled in by Huff.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Pippen dishes to Jackson. Kennard with the ball. Out guarded by Heald. The shot's good from Kennard.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Gary Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Heald. Then for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in for Pippen.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Morant passes to Bain. For 3. Finds the hole for the 2nd time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Green with a screen on Bain. Outside for Curry. Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Outside Butler. Just 4 to shoot. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
80's checked in for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama.
High-level passer, even for a point guard. Morant shows the imagination.
Podziemski with it, guarded now by Jackson. Here's Butler. Butler with the bucket down low.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Curry kicks to Butler. Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? You want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Warriors leading by 9. Green, the screen. Here's Curry, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Curry's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Edey, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. The Grizzlies have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney comes in for Green, and it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. Butler against Jackson. From 17 feet out. That shot, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break, and they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Warriors. With the lead they hold in this game, Shaq, the 7th seed within reach.
Can't feel that good about it. Even if they win, they have a long road ahead of them in the playoffs.
Yeah, but Shaq, they can't be worried about that right now.
And that about wraps it up.
And welcome to the second half of this high-stakes play-in clash. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Yeah, bucket by bucket, the legend of Steph Curry continues to grow.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen away.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Pass to Jackson Davis. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off target from three-point range. Morant against Curry. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. They set the screen. Butler passes to Curry. Pocket 6. Launches a 3. Curry! What else is new?
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 15-point game. Now here's Wells. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Edey gets the bucket.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Butler is screen on Morant. It's Curry with the drive, and it's in there.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Morant passes to Jackson. Payne for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Payne's got 12 points in the game.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Kuminga's come in for Golden State. Warriors leading by 12. Kuminga, screen on Morant to the paint. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Morant against Curry.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. The Grizzlies trail by 14. It's Morant in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Morant's got his second bucket tonight.
And when the three ball is falling for Morant, the defense is in trouble.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night. Morant with it. Kuminga picks him up. And a wide open look for Bane. Tries again. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 17 now.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now here's Butler. He's got 22. A shot by Curry, no good. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That's his first foul. Gary Payton is checked in for Moody. And Memphis also making a switch. Aldama's checked in. Here's Edey, defended by Butler. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Curry's shot is good.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
To the middle. Here's Edey. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. So it's the Warriors now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And here is Butler. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Pass to Butler. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Bane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bane's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Here's Butler driving in and slam dunk by Butler.
Just great intensity there. Butler just doesn't settle for simple finishes off the drive. He is trying to make a statement.
And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul. The Warriors making a switch here. Heald's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Warriors, number 7.
To the inside. Here's Morant. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. And here are the Grizzlies now. The Warriors making the shot. And that one's good. Morant.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Drives to the hoop. And the rejection by Jackson. The kick outside to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. And the shot goes in. Butler's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he's never been shy about asserting his dominance. This is classic Jimmy Butler play so far.
Morant with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 14. Pass to Butler. 56 seconds left in the third. From 10 feet out, Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Taken away. And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Hield. Payton's got 7 points in the game.
And not just a scorer. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Huff's jacked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Bane. Here's Huff. From down in the low post, it goes.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Jackson against Butler. Hield outside. Shoots over Morant. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And we're back. A lot on the line for this play-in game with 1 quarter left to go. Now, here's Bane. Pass to Wells. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's the screen. Here's post. Golden State moving the ball around. Santos, the pass to Payton. It's hauled in by Huff. The Grizzlies trail by 14. And there's the drive. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Pass to Payton. Now here's Kuminga. Defended by Aldama. Kuminga goes in. And the layup's good off the glass.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. High post, Pippen. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And with an update from the sidelines, Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Here's Wells. The three. They get it again. Pass to Bain. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Edey's checked in.
Grizzlies sub.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Now here's Hield. Curry kicks to Hield. 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. Down by 12.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And that one misses. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And it's Morant in for Pippen. And there's the call on Curry. That's his third foul of the game.
Stephen Curry. Third personal foul. Team's fourth. Grizzlies sub. Number 10.
Jackson dishes to Wells.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
Second personal foul.
No good on that one.
At the line for the Grizzlies. Wells. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Kennard against Hield. Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 13 points in the second half.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Now here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for Wells. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Curry, here we go. Shoots over Morant. Curry's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 12. And now the Grizzlies fast break. Jackson, that's good.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Now here's Curry over Jackson. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Here's Morant. Curry with the rebound. Warriors leading by 12. Hield outside. Pass to Curry. Takes a three. And no good that time.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jackson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson's going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Wells is checked in for G.G. Jackson. And it's Bain in for Kennard. Golden State's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Pass to Curry. Back to Podziemski. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Pajemski, guarded by Bain. 5 to shoot. Right side, Green. Over Edey. And it's Green, missing. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Here's Wells. Drops in the tray.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Pajemski, guarded by Bain. Now Pajemski. Pass to Curry. Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Bain, plenty of space. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Now here's Curry. Moody finds Pajemski. And the Warriors miss again. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. And a shot by Wells, no good.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Pajemski with it, now defended by Bain. Pajemski with it. Back to Curry. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Butler feeling out of it. And there's Butler with the flush.
And when things are tight, Butler just seems to step his game up. Tremendous score here in the clutch.
Now here's Morant for 3. They get it back. Edey can't hit. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Pass to Curry, back to Pajemski, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
They double-team Curry. Here's Pajemski. 6 to shoot. Golden State moving the ball around. Butler from outside. The Grizzlies pull it in.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much open.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Here's Bain. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
In the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 5. And what's their best move at this point?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Goes up on the high post. Bain, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Wells' shot is good. Butler up top, driving the lane. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Like a fierce two-hander. And they've done it. The Golden State Warriors win. And what a performance here in this play-in tournament. Coming in tonight and playing as a unit to lock in the 7th seed in the first round of the NBA playoffs.
It's really a testament to this team's work ethic. They just never gave up, never stopped believing in one another, and that's why they came away victorious.
And that'll wrap this one up. No shortage of excitement here in the play-in tournament. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jimmy Butler.